When I fight, they always remember. Yeah. I will be one, I won't let go. I will not stop, I will be great. I will be one, I won't let go. I will not stop, I will be great. We came here to conquer, like we're monsters. We can
Hello and welcome to the Marko Yamashita Show. I am your host, Marko Yamashita, and tonight we are going to take our maiden journey through the universe of Bethesda's Starfield. I have personally been looking forward to this game for quite a while because with the train wreck that was Fallout 76, luckily I did not spend money on that, and the tepid response to Fallout 4, which I thought, Fallout 4 was fine. However, you could really tell that the game itself was, the engine was due for an upgrade. It was really starting to show its age. So, needless to say, I have gone through the tutorial section of the game already, purely to gauge how much stress my video card would be getting with the various settings. And as you can see, I have the performance overlay for my NVIDIA card up in the top right corner. I have an NVIDIA RTX3070, and with the high settings, man, this game definitely does a number on just how hot it gets my GPU. I mean, as you can see right now, it's up to it gets past 60 degrees centigrade, and if I use the preset of high for this game, the preset that Bethesda has in the game, my GPU goes all the way up to 80 degrees centigrade. So I've turned off motion blur. I have toned down a few of the other things like the indirect lighting. Turn that down to medium. There's some particle effects that I've turned down. You don't need particles, all over the place. When we know that there's particles do exist. As you can see, that there's plenty of fog rolling in here on the distance. So, and depth of view is still turned on. I mean, we're not even moving, and my GPU is up to 70 degrees. So, and mind you, when I play any other game that has come out this year, none of the games push it past 70 degrees. I mean, most of the time it hangs around 65 on any other game, including Elden Ring, by the way. Calvin, good morning. Welcome. I was just filling people in on where things are at with Starfield. I have played through the tutorial section, which gives you all the instructions and stuff like that, just so I could get try to dial in my video card a bit, because I knew there was going to be some stress on the game, but this creation engine 2. I don't think they quite have it optimized yet. At least the game, because I mean, I'm standing still and my GPU is already up to 74 degrees centigrade. And I don't even have it. I don't have you know, if we go to the display settings here, I mean, they don't even have RTX built into the graphics engine GUI yet. So, I mean, I don't know what exactly it would be that would be causing that much stress on my video card that it would cause it to get that high, you know. I mean, I could play Elden Ring with everything just turned up all the way up, you know, and running 60 frames a second, and it runs fine. I mean, it never gets this hot. and the you know, and the memory clock doesn't go that, you know, go that high, and, you know, say, hey, I mean, it jumps all the way up to 7200 megahertz when it's in game. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I wanted to grab it day one because I wanted to find. I wanted Bethesda. I love Bethesda games. You know, I've played, you know, all the Elder Scrolls games. You know, I've played you know, the Fallout games. You know, I've played all of them, you know, including Fallout 76. By the way, I have played Fallout 76. And, you know, I do enjoy them. You know, the thing that just kind of gets me though is, let's see, I need to get back inside. I was not happy with Todd Howard. When Todd Howard, you know, I mean, started really spewing his lies and everything, I was like, you know what, I am not, you're making me not a fan of you, you know? So, but I do enjoy, a good Fallout game, you know. So, but you know, honestly, I feel like there are some things that, like you said, you know, definitely need to be dialed in. And I'm sure there's probably going to even be a patch that comes out here on Tuesday, when they do the full release, because, you know, they should have plenty of analytics that have come back, you know, by now, with everything, you know, with all the people that have been playing, you know, early and everything. So I would venture to guess we're probably going to get like another 100 gig patch. It's crazy because, like, okay, so they preload the game, right? Since I have Game Pass Ultimate, they preload the game for me, and it was preloaded before I bought it early 2 days ago. And so when I bought it early and did the upgrade to the Premier or Pro or whatever the next tier is for the game itself, it downloaded a patch. The patch was 54 gigs. I'm like, just how much of this game, you know, is it copying over, right? So I downloaded the 54 gig patch, and then I go to launch the game, and the game says it needs to do a version update, and it downloads another 110 gigs. That's basically the entire game all over again. So I have done I have done the whatchamacallit, the tutorial section, and I just now got the ship, you know, your starter ship, and I landed on the planet they told me to go to, and so I'm about to go exit and then figure out what I'm supposed to do on this planet. I'll be honest with you, there's way less jank than I thought there would be. You know, I do agree with Calvin that the game...
The abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Okay. I do feel that the game does have some optimization issues that need to be addressed, but you know, that's always to be expected. You know, the flying sections were much better than I thought they would be. You know, I expected the space travel and battles to be much worse than they were. It actually felt pretty good, to be honest. It did feel good. The controls
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Okay. Scan. Oops, that's not scan. Oh, E. Okay. Oh, thank you, robot. Yeah, there is actually a third-person mode. You can dial it back to third-person mode, like just by rolling the mouse wheel, and then you can go back into first person just by rolling it back and forth. That's one of the great things about the PC version. You know, you can you don't even have to do like a button combo or anything like that. You just roll the mouse wheel. So it's pretty convenient, you know, and I'll be straight with you guys. I didn't watch any preview trailers or anything like that for the last probably year and a half, and the only thing I've watched is there was a 10 things you probably wish you would know, you know, starting out playing Starfield type thing. And one of the things that they mentioned was the PC version does have all the console code commands, just like, you know, Oblivion and Fallout and everything else. So it's gonna, you know, make it much easier for people to mod. And then also, you know, if you want to enable or disable cheats or, you know, all those other fun things that you can do. I usually try to play the game without using codes first, and then if I like really struggle, you know, then I'll use the codes. But yeah, I hear you. A lot of people are like that too, and I don't blame you for being that way. Honestly, if I was not streaming the game itself, I would have waited. But I figured, you know, I mean, it's a big game, a big game release.
Crimson Fleet is a confederation of smaller independent
there's going to be some interest in it. I don't know how many people would tune in to me to watch it, but there's going to be some people that are interested in it. So it may bring me more viewers, it may not, but regardless of if it does or not, I forgot how to turn on my flashlight. Flashlight. What was the flashlight? Flashlights. Bindings. Power, strafe. Sneak. I have been tempted to start a couple of characters purely because when I was watching Game Ranks, they were mentioning a couple different builds that are the easiest or most fun to play, and I completely forgot about how there are certain advantages for being kind of like a thief type player and stuff like that. So because I went with I went with the combat medic build, so I have pistol certification. I have extra ability to heal and stuff like that. I was thinking more of survival than a lot of those other things, So how do you turn on your flashlights? Oops. Oh, by the way, I did take everyone's advice and finally got a mechanical keyboard. And man, I'll tell you what, I did not realize just how much relief having the mechanical keyboard is on my my fingers and my wrist and everything else. Because the keys are so sensitive to the touch. I used to have to.
These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Ah, okay. I used to have to really mash my keyboard in order to get play with my keyboard. That's why I tried to play with my controller as much as I did. But after I got this mechanical keyboard, man, it's great. Why did chicken cross the road? Huh? What's a chicken? Ha! They don't know what a chicken is. Knock knock. Who's there? Planet. Planet who? If I throw a party, will you help me plan it? That's terrible. That is terrible. An elliptic mercenary says to a woman, I've been hired to kill you, and I always get the job done. The woman says, can't we talk about this? That's terrible. These are dad jokes. How do you keep an idiot in suspense? That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Was the character creation good enough for you to recreate your VTuber avatar? Not, considering that my character is a wolf, an okami, You know, wasn't able to do like the ears and all that other fun stuff, but I was able to do a, you know, a humanistic representation of it with the hair color. I went with a Japanese looking face and everything like that. I was still able to get the same eye color. You know, my character design doesn't have the typical protagonist big eyes, so that kind of helps me with that. You know, they're more kind of like a natural size, so that worked out too. And you know, you don't, you know, you don't necessarily have clothes, you know, at the very beginning, because all you have is your spacesuit. So, but I mean, the character creator was a lot more robust than I thought it would be. It was just about, I would say it was a little less robust than Fallout 4. But I can kind of forgive that since it's a new engine for them, or at least an updated engine. The one thing I have heard, and I was a little disappointed about, is that they say that there's like several hundred planets that are in the game, but like 80% of them aren't even worth going to because they're randomly generated. Oh, they're randomly generated planets, and they don't have. I mean, there's no quests on them. There's no, you know, there's nothing like really important that you need to, you know, that you can find on them. There's no outposts on them, and you're not even really, when you land on a planet, you don't really land on a planet. You land and the game spawns you into a giant sandbox type area that you can explore, but you know, you can't get in your spaceship and then cruise at low altitude and circle the planet, which I was very disappointed in, because I was kind of hoping that they would build it like a No Man's Sky where you could do something like that, you know. But when you land and you take off, you there's a cutscene. You know, it automatically goes into a cinematic scene, and then you land. So I was a little disappointed with that. What switches do you have on? That I don't know. I got a very basic mechanical keyboard that is Bluetooth and wireless. It has Bluetooth and a wireless receiver, and you can plug it in by USB. It's very basic because I wanted to buy one. I wanted to buy one just to see if I liked it, and then, you know, if I do, you know, if I did like it, then I'll look at getting a more complex one later. Because I mean, this one only costs like $40. You know, and I was able to get, you know, Bluetooth and wireless and everything else with it. So, And the other interesting thing is that there is a switch on it that it could be used for Mac or PC apparently. You know, if you want to pair it. Okay. It's gonna get really boring after you see it 100 times. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you know, and they basically said, you know, the Game Ranks guys, you know, they basically said, you know, they were disappointed with it as well, but you know, I mean, they get that it's a new engine, just like, you know, I kind of get that, you know, yeah, it's a new engine. So, if they support Starfield like the Fallout games and the Elder Scrolls games, that they will, I suspect the,
I have detected
oh! I suspect,
Target eliminated.
Fall back. I need to switch weapons. Okay, weapons. I don't have any bullets for that, so I have to go back to the cutter. Okay. What's the description? Oh, okay, that's a knife. Can I assign these? Inspect, compare it to equip, favorite. Okay, favorite. There we go. Okay. The 2. Okay. Oh, hey. Do I have any rounds for that? I do have rounds for that. Okay. 4. Okay. Let's try this again.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
Yeah, you think? Ah! Oh. The computer is a little dumb. The computer definitely has that Bethesda dirt to it. But, yeah, I mean, Bethesda wasn't exactly known for their great AIs either, so, you know, there's that. So you can't play as anything not non-human? No. They only introduce you as human. Unfortunately. I would assume that at some point, you know, I mean, if Starfield does become a success and they build a franchise out of it, you know, perhaps in the future they'll introduce that kind of thing. I mean, you can visit hundreds of planets. You know, there's going to be non-humans out there, right? So, you know, at some point you have to say, okay, we're gonna introduce that so people can play it. You know. What is a terramorph?
Oh man, that was the best. One more time.
New beginnings, new specimens. Marine dropped off another few specimens this morning, totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them: arthropods, equivalent to Hormones gammarus, basically giant space lobsters. Or if they taste like space lobsters. Yeah, so those are going to be those death scorpion things of the game, I suppose. Yeah, okay. And I think if I remember correctly, I do believe that they do tie Starfield and the Fallout series together with like certain brands and name company names and stuff like that. I mean, Starfield takes place, much further in the future, so I'm assuming that this would probably be like what happens to humanity after Fallout and the rebuilding. At least that's what I've heard, with the limited amount of clips and things I've seen. But that there are names that carry over, businesses and all those other things. So worms. Probably. Boy, I would not doubt it. I haven't looked at the Nexus Mods website yet, since the game isn't officially out. But I would venture to guess that come Tuesday, Wednesday, or at least by next week, they will already have a lot of mods out for this game. If anything, they might actually have they might actually graphically patch the game before Bethesda does. I mean, that's what they did with Hogwarts, and they actually did a pretty bang up job patching the game up. Oh man, I don't have security. I don't have lock picking. Oh, that is. Fill in the open slots in every layer to open the lock. Select the key and rotate it until it lines the gaps up. I don't know if. So I gotta line those up with. Nice. Okay, so how do I rotate it? There you go. So that one's not it. Ah. Okay. Okay. That's very different. I like that. That was pretty cool. Okay. I get ya. See, crouch. Not crouch. Which one's crouch? Oh, that's punch. I'm kind of curious now to see what the computer hacking minigame looks like, because I haven't seen that yet. Okay, let's see if we can't find where those baddies were talking. Hopefully they were on... You can get encumbered in the game too, by the way. So that's why I've been mostly picking up all the small little stuff that's worth a lot. Bandages. What's in the box? In the box? Okay. Let's see, what's quick? Okay, so that's quick for on the handgun, okay. Oh, there's the bad guys. Too bad you don't have VATS in the game. I kind of miss having that that option in the game. Oh, there they are. Get him, robot! You can be my shield, robot. Oh. Move. Let's see if I can't flank him. Oh. Over here.
You are trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive.
I was not trying to kill you. You were in my line of sight.
Detection of enemy has dropped unexpectedly. Begin search protocol. One's life expectancy.
Oh, I'm out of bullets. I wish I could change that.
You appear to be prioritizing our deaths over your own survival.
See, the one thing I have found so far with the game is you have to constantly toggle between doing the, you know, having your iron sights up like this and then putting it back down. It's not like you know, like a normal first-person shooter you know, like let's say Apex for example, where you know you hold the button down and as soon as you release it, it goes back to your your hip or whatever. You have to constantly toggle it back and forth, otherwise you get stuck in first person with iron sights, and your turn is so slow with that because you're trying to aim. And you have to switch. You know, it's one more button combination that you have to pick up. Examples. Okay, where was that other one? I'll loot him for. That's the other thing too. Your O2. So you have O2, right? You have an O2 gauge, and that basically is what your stamina gauge is. So the more that you run, the quicker it's consumed. So they actually put in some thought with how the game is, how you approach things in the game, and made it more survival-ish as opposed to just okay, you go here, you shoot the enemy, you level up, and you're done type thing. Oh yeah, it's similar to Metal Gear. It's very similar to Metal Gear. I actually didn't mind Metal Gear, too much, but it took a while to get used to it. That's why for me, if I'm gonna play, weapons case. What do we got? What do we got? Laser rifle. I'll take that. That's why you'll typically not catch me playing multiple.
You will not be able to walk at full speed with your pack that full.
Am I encumbered? Oof. Yeah, I'm at 183. Yeah. So if you look down here at the corner here, you have your mass, right? And your mass is basically your carry limit. And if you go over your carry limit, you start burning O2 every time you walk, right? And then after a certain amount of mass, it slows you down to a crawl, and then finally, it'll make you stop walking. So, see, and that's the bad thing about me playing games like this. I am such a hoarder. I want to loot everything I could possibly get my hands on. Okay, let's see if we can't burn some of this inventory. Got plenty of aid. Bandage for wrappings and cuts. These for treating afflictions. Bitten sandwich. Okay, we'll eat that. We'll eat that. Eat that. Okay, we'll eat that. Granola mix. Wow, my health is still pretty low. heart that? So plus 20 health for 2 minutes. Oh, okay. So I suppose at some point you're going to be able to craft like sandwiches and stuff with being able to pick up lettuce and milk and, you know, all those other things. Man, I must have been hungry. My health was really low too. Look at that. I'm basically just... Okay. Oof. I kind of want to keep that. Ew. Spiced worms. Okay. It's immersive. Yeah. They already star as... yeah. I've enjoyed it so far. You know, with how if the prologue and the whatchamacallit, the tutorial section would have been any longer than it was, I would have lost interest really quick because it was really boring. and honestly, you know, the way your life starts out in Starfield was not impressive, to say the least. You know, I mean, basically you're just some random miner that's just starting to learn how to mine, and then the next thing you know, you get thrust into this, you know, random thing where they don't come out and say that you're the chosen one, but you know, you end up finding out that you're, you know, something special happens and all this other stuff. Oh, so you can craft this stuff. Okay. So treat, burns, immobilizer. So you can actually dislocate your limbs, fracture skulls. You can have torn muscles. And then you can burn yourself. You can get sick. And you can get frostbite and burned, that's interesting. And there's brain injury, concussion, heat stroke, hernia, hypothermia, lung damage, poison, and radiation. Huh, okay. Cool. Am I still encumbered? Oh, I didn't shed hardly any mass at all. Okay. Oops. Okay, well, I know I'm not going to be picking up anything else until I sell my junk. Yeah. You know, Metal Gear Solid 3 was probably the funnest one out of the first three. Simply because there were so many different survival things that were mixed into it, you know?
I'm on it. No one's getting through.
Ow!
mod. It is
Where's that
terrible.
laser gun? Oh, I didn't put in is that it? Laser crystal, yeah, okay. Favorites. Alright, let's see. Oops.
I doubt the enemy will return.
I hope not. Okay.
Time. Easy pickings. No more than...
Some people might think it's tedious, but it's really fun to have a system like that in place. Some of the first mod I installed in Skyrim, yeah. Amazingly, people really enjoy having those types of systems in game, especially if they've beaten it, at least once. Then it gives an extra element of challenge, and it keeps the game alive, and that's what I've kind of enjoyed about like Hogwarts, for example. Hogwarts, was very fortunate to have a modding community that took the time to learn and mod the game to keep it going and keep it alive, and in some cases they were digging up various things that were started in the game and never completed, but the code was in there, right? And so they were able to complete the code and add it to the game, which I thought is amazing. I mean, they added co-op into Hogwarts through mods, and I thought that was fascinating. I mean, if you could take a
Your insistence on carrying so many things is reducing our travel speed.
I know it is. I can't help myself. Okay, I'll stop. Really, this time I will stop.
I'm detecting a safe nearby.
Yeah.
We could make use of whatever
Whoa!
is inside, provided you have some digifix.
Slippery thing. Okay, let's crack this thing, shall we? Okay. Boy, this safe cracking is definitely easier than... Eh? So how are you supposed to do one if there's three there? that's 2. Oh, okay. I get it. Got it. Okay. Tow grade retro. Uncommon manufacturer component is maybe used as a component for crafting. Okay. Take everything. Now I have to deal with the Crimson Fleet captain, okay?
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terror morph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
Well, that's dim and gloom. Okay. Alright, so where is this captain? Upstairs, of course. You can really tell that the big weakness of this game is they weren't able to make it seamless, you know, like little to no loading times, and maybe the creation engine just can't handle that kind of thing. But there, you know, it has to load in each new area, and it can't load it in, you know, real time apparently. So it has to do it in sections. You know, whereas a lot of other companies have been able to figure that thing out, you know, and they, you know, they're able to build their games with little to no loading. Ooh, I got a shotgun. Okay. Hey. Ooh, I am carrying way too much. Oh man, I am carrying way too much. Okay. I am gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna dump and what I'm gonna keep. Cause man, I am carrying way too much. I suppose I could probably dump. Okay, let's see if I could do this. Transfer inventory. What do I have in miscellaneous that I can get rid of? Okay. Bolt cutters, that's cheap enough. Coffee mug, I don't need that. Cosmetic box, I don't need that. Crimping tool, no. That's pretty... 0.52 for a deck of cards? What? Okay, anything under 200. We'll dump. Cylinder, hammer, impact hammer. Tray. Where did I get all that stuff? See, this is what happens when you're just walking around looting. You don't pay attention to what you're picking up. You're just grabbing everything. Soap dispensers. Potted plant. Tablets. I can see why I picked up the tablets. Utility knife. See, it doesn't say that the tape is, you know, a crafting component, so... Okay, how much... Okay, that got me down to 214. I know I have a lot of weapons here. Well, okay, that's worth 1402. I don't want to dump those. Oh, I have 6 cutters though. We'll store 4 of those. See, I don't want to dump those. Oh, but I got 7 rescue axes. Let's get rid of the rip shark first. That didn't do much. Okay. Even I get rid of 6 of them. No. I don't want to throw away money. Fine. Wait a minute. Do I have anything in spacesuits that Oh, those are worth a lot. Oh, hey. I wonder... Yeah, I know I'm out of CO2. I'm trying to fix this. See, they didn't have a good hairstyle for me, so I just picked the vanilla ice hairstyle. But I kept the hair color. But I was going through all the different hairstyles, and I was like, hey, you know what? We're gonna go with vanilla ice. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Argo extractor. Cyber streetwear is the same, but O2 recovery. Greaser. Okay, we can store that. I got 2 spacesuits. And I'm pretty sure I have to have a spacesuit in order to go outside. I think. Yeah, the only one that came close to the hairstyle I have is a it made me look extremely emo, and I was like, nah, no. we're not gonna. I'm not gonna sit here and look emo. You know, there are many things that I'll do, but looking emo is not one of them. Okay. Equip that one, and then we'll get rid of this one. And check that one out. Okay, I've shed about as much as I'm willing to get rid of. So, I'm still encumbered, but hey, we're better off than we were. So what? Well, your watch beeps faster as your suit runs out of protection. Okay. Ah, there we go. There's my flashlight. Okay. Hey.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
Oh yeah, they also said dialogue choices do matter in the game, which you know I thought was great. You know, and it does lead the narrative down different branching paths, and you could actually gain or lose followers based, you know, or companions based upon your choices. Oh, what's that?
Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
Okay, they also said that if you get your talking skills high enough, you can talk your way out of a lot of battles.
You're not talking us out of this score.
Okay. Kind words, distractions, or threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance the choice fails, but the more points you'll earn when you succeed. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if the last choice succeeds. Okay.
They aren't? You sure?
Got 2 turns left. It doesn't have anything on it. You're chasing a fairy tale.
You're lying. We're getting what's on that ship. You willing to give up the ship? Just like that? Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure.
Nice.
We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing. Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
Nice.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
All right. Oh, wrong button. Back out. Back. Press that button. To fast travel, you should press the left button and to open the scanner. Oops. Of course. You can't fast travel if you're encumbered. Ah. Okay. Now you're gonna make me
I
jump.
do not understand your attachment to all these objects.
I don't either, robot. Inventory. Okay. Space Adept Coachman. Ooh, okay, that's a rare shotgun. Nice. Okay. So, where was that other shotgun? Pistol. Regular pistol. That makes me cry that I have to give up all that stuff. Okay. Adaptive frame, get rid of that. So close. Okay. There, you made me dump all my stuff, you stupid robot. Surface map. Okay, fast travel the ship. Alright, off we go.
Captain Marko, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis.
Okay. Missions. The bottom. Ah. And press X. Okay. Okay.
Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Yeah, I hope so, robot. I just really wish, you know, they could have worked it in where, you know, going into the planet, going into the atmosphere, going, you know, doing all those things, you know, being able to do it all manually instead of having a cutscene do it all for you. You know, I would, it would be extremely fun. Okay, so how do we? I mean, at least you can do third person in the ship as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so how do you jump? Oh, that's neat. So your scans can show you all the different minerals and resources and where they're all located on the planet. Nice. Okay. Set course. Okay. Jump.
Starship Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Oh yeah! If you end up looting contraband,
No contraband
they will
detected.
steal.
You are cleared for
They'll
landing
take
at
all your
Fantag.
contraband and everything that you've stolen. And when I found that out, I was like, oh man, I have to be very careful because I'm a klepto when it comes to this game. Okay. Set landing target. Oops. Cannot land there. Want to land at New Atlantis. Then we can sell all of our stuff there. Hopefully. Yeah, these loading screens do make me sad. Even though I have solid state drives and it goes a lot quicker because of that, it still makes me pretty sad that there's a loading screen. Alright. Hey, buddy.
And here's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Oh, yeah, sure. My ship needs repairs. Does it, though?
Okay, no problem.
Oh yeah, they said shipbuilding is really, really fun in this too. There's lots of different stuff you can do. Shipbuilder allows you to fully design, modify, and paint your ship. The floor gauge to the right tells you where new modules will appear. When the floor gauge is 0, for example, new modules will be placed in the center mass of the ship. Building a new ship, modules cost credits, and deleting them gives you credit back. Ah, okay. So I suppose you have to find ship parts, though.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
72,000 credits. Ooh. Alright. What's the price? Oh, 57,000. Okay. Whoa, that's expensive. Shield breaker. That is 100% pure offense there. I suppose, I mean, if you wanted to play more of, I guess like a cargo trader or something like that. I mean, some people really get into the role playing of this game, or these games in general. Okay. Where did...
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp.
Okay.
Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint.
Aha. Okay. Where can I go if I need more crew for my ship?
I would try the viewport. They'll be on your left once you get into the plaza.
Okay.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Thank you, sir. There's just... Trade Authority. Charger. Oh, I have two hats or two helmets. That's all for now. Boy, they don't give much stock in any of these raw materials, apparently. Okay, well, let's...
You should see some of the ships we get handed in. Like their owners thought decorating their ships with heat bleach nets would be a nice touch.
Yeah, let's go further in. Let's see, what else we got here?
I can assure you, this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to Mast ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Faroon zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols.
Oh.
Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Ooh.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way.
Okay, we've heard enough of that.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Okay.
Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Thank you. Vaguely impressive. Okay. Oh, info desk. Okay.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
Okay, we will do that. Mast District it is. Let's see, what else we got here? Where is my marker? Oh, there it is.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Huh. It's hard to tell with it being overcast. So, I gotta say, you know, I'm I'm not entirely impressed with the way this looks. Got a problem, citizen? I mean, this.
Sorry, can't talk.
Well, you were running into me. Hello. Yeah, I'm not entirely impressed with how this looks. I mean, this still looks very last gen. And, I mean, the game is, has my GPU up to 80 degrees centigrade. And this is the best it can produce. I mean, Atomic Heart did it better. And they are, you know, that wasn't exactly a, you know, a triple A flagship type game. They wanted it to be, and it's going to get a sequel, I believe, but I mean, for their first outing making Atomic
Here we
Heart.
are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Umberto! Yes, Shy! How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I started an hour earlier than I usually do. So it's way out of my usual time frame, but
Captain Marko, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
so far I've enjoyed the game. I mean, it's been pretty fun, and I mean, it's impressed me more than than not. I was expecting a lot more jank than it was, and at least the game is playable.
We appear to have a visitor.
Unlike Fallout 76
Constellation.
was.
We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, for going back-to-back days of streaming, I feel good. I feel real good. It's been a lot better than I have been. So, you know, as long as I keep taking it day by day, and hopefully I'll be able to start streaming a lot more again, or at least keep up a good pace. I have a lot of stuff I want to upload here in the near future. So I may also take time to complete those before streaming more. But
is there something wrong?
I'm streaming, young lady. I am talking on my mic. Okay, just hang on. Pirates attack.
I see. Bosco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Their facial expressions are a lot better as well. I'm talking about this almost killed me.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience. with less embellishment.
Yeah, yo, my health is feeling a lot better.
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can
Yo,
we
my
please focus?
my pain
Well,
threshold has been a lot better,
it's
but
time we tested your theory.
I'm trying to manage
Right.
things a lot better,
Let's see.
so I'm not
We know the artifacts react to each other.
hurting as much
Pieces
as I
we already
used to,
have move when they're in
or
close
put
contact.
myself under a lot of stress,
now, if
or
we add this new one to the two we already have,
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
So,
Imagine. We thought there were only 2 of them at first.
as long as I manage
They're
my
reacting. Look at how it's coming together.
my stress a lot
That
better,
energy that's
better.
arcing between
I
them,
think
no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them.
I'll
Easy, girl.
I'll be able
have a
to
heart attack.
start doing
She's
more
not
things.
the only one. If they're coming together.
Now the problem I was having, it was that I was constantly stressing out about a lot of things, and
Still 2,000
it
credits
would
for our
make
little
my
raid.
heart act up, and then I had the kidney problems.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but
So,
what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
are you gonna treat me nice now?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
Bethesda did a good job with. I mean, if you look at her while she's talking, her face wrinkles up, her cheek muscles, react when she's talking. It's a lot less robotic.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are
And she
going to
actually
be doing
has
some traveling
some kind of
together.
hair physics,
Get your feet
as
wet.
well, which is
And
good.
here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability?
Yeah, I need
You'll
that.
need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Hooray! Yatta! See, I forgot. Can I assign skills? You receive 1 skill point to spend for every time you level up. Each skill can also unlocks a challenge. Complete the challenge and then spend the skill point to rank up the skill. The top row represents basic skills. The rows below are locked until you have the minimum number of skill points for that category. Okay. So, So I got wellness. How many points do I have? I got 2. So fitness is more oxygen. Boxing. So I might want to do weightlifting to carry more. Buy for 5% less and sell for 10% more. Commerce, definitely. I also want to do persuasion. combat skills later. Medicine, geology. How are you doing, Umberto? How are things going with you? You doing well? Everything going fine for you? I don't always get a chance to ask you because, you know, a lot of times when I've been streaming, I've been talking about, you know, important things and trying to keep, you know, conversations on track. But I hope you're doing okay. Okay, we're gonna go with weightlifting first. Weightlifting consistently weight both in space and on the ground. Doing well. Till now, everything on the site's doing okay. That's good. That's good. You know, I see 10%. Yeah, there's a part of me that feels bad every time I stream and I'm talking about you know, other people's problems and stuff like that, you know, or talking about my problems, and I kind of feel bad because you know, I never quite get around to asking my audience, you know, how they're doing, you know, and I suppose in a lot of cases people don't expect me to really concern myself with that, but at the same time, you know, I always feel kind of guilty afterwards that I don't check up on my audience, you know? So, I'm glad you're doing okay. Okay, so... Sprint for 1,000 meters while at 75% or more of your maximum load. Okay. And for persuasion, succeed in 3 speech challenges. Okay. Alright, Sarah, what do you got for me?
I trust you're still satisfied with your choice to join Constellation, Noel?
It's a dream come true, Sarah. You know that.
I'm glad to hear it. You could have done just about anything, so it's important to me that you feel valued here.
There are days that are tough, sure. But if I weren't here, I wouldn't even know about all the incredible things we're discovering.
Take note. Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes.
Hey, you know, you guys show plenty of concern towards me when things were going bad for me.
Are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
It's the least I can do is worry about my audience as well, you know?
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means
and I'm hoping that I can start doing a lot more.
I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange
cheerful
metal objects.
things instead
get
of
back a lot of noise usually.
Yeah, and try to get out of that kind of rut that I've been in, where everything's been kind of doom and gloom. So I'm just trying to take little baby steps to get out of that rut. Yeah, and I'm making progress. You know, I'm making progress. So. It's I know it's gonna take time, and I just gotta keep being persistent at it and not give up halfway through.
jumping to anthropology on me already. Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Oh no. Okay. I don't know if I'm necessarily like you, lady.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep.
Yeah.
Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Got it.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Okay. I
am at your service, Captain.
Yeah, I realize that what the alternative is to giving up on life in general. It's a constant reminder to me, though, that the alternative isn't any less pleasant than dealing with what's bothering me now, or whatever situation I'm involved in, and it's frustrating at times, because for me, I never liked the idea that I can't do anything about something. I'm always trying to figure out, how can I change, the situation, or fix it, or make it better, those types of things. And that's really my Achilles heel, because I just can't admit sometimes that things are out of my control, I don't have any picks. Or are they all on board my ship? Oh man. Okay. Make sure I find some picks there. And that's my biggest problem too. Is I hate giving up on stuff that I don't have any control over. Because I always feel like there should be something I can do that can help. But I suppose that's kind of my good quality and my bad quality all rolled up in one. I have a lot of compassion, but sometimes that
It's
compassion
a shame
is
House
too much.
Varun abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from one another.
Are you working toward that?
Apply for a job.
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
Are these all automated? Oh, okay. You have to be able to hack. Got it. Okay.
I missed our Bobby so much. We barely got out of that place with our lives.
How do I get over there?
Hello.
Where is the bridge to walk over? Oh, there it is. Maybe. This really has a Mass Effect vibe to it. And I'm not entirely sure that I like the feeling of it, because it reminds me a lot of Mass Effect 2 and 3, and those are, you know, I mean, they're great games, but they're also dated now, so I have been both impressed and kind of disappointed in this game so far, but
Sarah,
I'm told it gets a lot
good to
better.
see you. Who's your friend? Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard?
Hey,
Help the
this
United Colonies,
character model
earn some
looks
credits,
great.
Even get your UC citizenship? All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to
we're
care.
going home.
Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Ah. Dignity.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
Starfield takes place in
don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between
universe
patrols.
of so some of the videos I've seen of the game make references to companies that are already in existence in the Fallout universe. And of course, you know, the Fallout universe takes place on Earth, which means that this game might technically fall within the timeline of a coordinated, shared universe between Fallout and Starfield, and this game takes place way later, after Reconstruction, after the nukes dropped, and Reconstruction.
Here all day if you've got something else on your mind. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
Yeah, and supposedly, you end up finding a lot of different alien life in this game at some point, or you come across it anyways. I don't know if any of the life is sentient, if they're like aliens where you can, different species or that you can talk to or whatever, but where is my Marcus marker?
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
So we go inside. I was too busy talking and I didn't see what the next checkpoint is. Okay, so that's completed. Main quests. Old neighborhood. Okay, so I need to go back to the ship. So yeah, I guess we're going to the Sol system, which is our solar system.
We're ready
Welcome
to
to
depart.
UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
So I guess maybe Elon Musk was successful for making his space colony on Mars. Good job, Elon. All right. Well. Let's see what's on. Set landing targets. Okay. Apparently Mars is still a very dusty desert environment. But there's enough atmosphere to hear things take off, which is a good thing. Exit ship. Oof. So I wonder what Earth looks like from here. We may have to see if we can check out Earth before we take off to wherever. Control console. What's this? Controlling. Okay. How do we go down there? Well, they have the right idea with all the solar panels, at least.
Heat leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownout. So, what's this going to run?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There are no other surprises?
The,
Mid-five figures.
gravity on Mars is definitely different.
5?
Wow.
Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
Boing.
We're on it.
Boing. Yeah, the gravity is definitely different. Wow. And I suppose that's partly atmosphere as well. Down we go. Whee. Alright, that was fun. Ah. How do we get in there? Where is the door? Door? Door. Well, we'll just jump over the building until we find the door. Door. Where's the door? Door. Maybe over here. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Open. Let my people go. Wow, I hear water. You have a hydro?
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section the other day. Not gonna be able to get that image out of my head for a while.
Oh, they have a hydro system built in there. Nice.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
All work and no play.
Mars is wrapped with resources, which means there's always going to be plenty of work.
Why is there blood on that table? This does not look like a friendly environment. I mean, you got a knife and blood on the table. Ooh, I was told I should talk to this guy because he will.
Hi there, friend.
You can get a free spaceship if you do his his quest.
Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long?
Yeah, no, just got here.
Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep.
But you got a lot of paperwork there.
Oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming.
What is wrong with your
Phil,
forehead,
Jill,
bro?
The hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
Sure, let's talk.
Great. What can the League of Independent Settlers do for you today? Or as I like to say, how can I help make today your very best day? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to.
Okay.
I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me.
I don't want to do your paperwork
Although,
either.
I wouldn't mind the help. Not to worry. The mountains of papers are my responsibility.
Good.
We're looking for folks with ships and/or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, that oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them?
I will see what I can do.
Excellent. Thank you for any assistance you can lend us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Whoops. Nearly forgot. Take this.
Hello.
Habitable planets. Survey. Well. Okay, let's go talk to the barkeep.
I know the day my son is
Whoa! Whoa! Is that a ship landing or was that a nuclear blast?
Surely drinks here for over 40 years.
Particle detonation. Why are they detonating particle detonation things?
We get a lot of new faces passing through here. What's your poison?
Ooh. What is my poison? Beertini. Why does this cup have someone else's name written on it? Did you recycle this paper cup? This stuff isn't even coming out. Okay. Bourbon. Ooh. strong bourbon whiskey, supposedly brewed in a place called Kentucky. Nice. Canuck. Penciler. Pantler? Pilsener? Bold and cold. Okay, that's beer. Kudos Crater. Oh, that's interesting. 100% damage resistance for plus 100 damage resistance for 3 minutes. Nice. Ooh, dark lager. Now that's my beer. I love dark lagers. Okay, drink pack. Light can. Pale ale. Whiskey malt. I love how they have them like in these little juice boxes with the little straw. I would feel so adultish drinking it out of a juice box. Okay, I'm looking for a Vanguard.
He ain't been around.
No.
Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since.
Uh-oh.
We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Let's see here. Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name. Skip to the part where you admit you're lying. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna let her talk since she's technically my
No,
boss.
I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Ooh.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does.
Ooh, she's smart.
Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Oh,
fine.
She's smart. She's smart. Alright. Let's see if we can persuade them.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
We got 3 turns and need 4 bars.
I'd like to help you. I really would.
Okay.
I want him found. I do.
Nice.
All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
Yeah.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Alright, we're off to Venus.
Excuse me.
To Venus. actually tried to colonize Venus? That's surprising. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to live there between the heat and the.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Maroon zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say. No, but I think I see something else that might.
Do you?
There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our vanguard was heading to next.
Okay.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Minimize ship power to avoid detection. Systems like weapons and shields are easier to detect. For maximum stealth, power down all systems except 1 or 2 bars on your engine and stay far away from the enemies you can. Get within 500 meters of the beacon so you can activate it. Okay, so got turn off everything.
Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
I didn't realize there were all these asteroids near Venus. Especially with the sun over there on one side, and it's casting a lot of ambient light. Almost there. Come on. faster. I'm counting faster than I'm going. Back it down. There we go.
To all UC affiliated ships, I'm heading to the Nova Galactic Starbase orbiting Earth's moon. Yeah, I know. The whole place is decommissioned. But I need parts for emergency repairs.
Okay. Where is that? What? Are you kidding me? Earth was abandoned? So...
There it is. Nova Galactic Star
Wow.
Yard. Still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the
So-
first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
Yeah, what happened to Earth anyways?
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere.
What? Really?
It started sputtering out into space.
No way.
Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the exodus.
Wow.
Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
Oh, wow. Well, I suppose this game does take place like in 23 something, I think, so... And there 300 years, you know, maybe humanity blew itself off the Earth, you know?
Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.
Most star stations and ships can be docked with, allowing you to board them. You need to you need to select the ship in your HUD. You need to select the ship in your HUD and then fly close enough to it so the dock prompt appears. Okay. So power to missiles, lasers, engines, and shields. All right. Well, let's get up. And I think I emptied out my inventory. I just want to make sure I stow anything that I don't necessarily need. Jump seats. shipyard. So why can't I access the ship's cargo hold? Shit. Cargo hold. There you go. Outlines. Okay. Let's store the cutter. That's a laser rifle. That's a regular rifle. Store you. Store you. Shotgun, laser rifle. Range 20. Range 30. Store you. Okay. Store you. Oops. Pack. Helmets. Okay. You favorites there. You here. Okay. Now we're ready.
Captain on deck.
Not that there's anyone waiting for us. Looks like everyone's pretty dead.
2 steps in, and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara. Looks like spacers were scavenging around here and someone else came in and said... Hello? Oh, this won't be your last encounter with a spacer crew. They pillage abandoned facilities and shoot anyone who gets in their way. They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet. Just countless desperate scavenging and killing to survive.
Well, I can completely understand the scavenging part. I don't know if I would go as far as what they did. Oops. Earth to Mars, yeah. Well, you know, that's what you know, a lot of those billionaires have been, you know, kind of talking about with you know, the reason why they are so insistent on trying to get a Mars colony operational, because they're, you know, they're in their mind, you know, they think that it's an inevitability that, you know, Earth is gonna go by the wayside at some point, you know, and they want a place to be able to escape to before that happens. That's cool. Okay. Ooh, her dead body.
Find anything useful?
Mostly weapons. Nothing useful yet. Let's see, does that go outside or does that go inside? Lock is too difficult. I need to open up the door. How do we open up that door? I have the feeling we are not alone. Hey, just looking at this space station as is, I mean, you could see just like how much trash humanity continues to make even in the future, you know, and how almost fuel it is to, you know, with some of the green policies that we try to do, because, you know, we get rid of one thing, one kind of waste, and we always end up making a completely different kind of waste that is just as bad, if not worse, than the first one. I mean, they're still using plastic bags, for crying out loud. I mean, oh! I hear gunshots. Somebody's fighting it out.
You picked the wrong fight.
They haven't seen us yet, so let's let them do all the killing.
Oh, come on. Switch lanes there.
Hitman modified Grendel.
Looks like we're in the
Ooh. Epic rifle. Nice.
Something valuable?
I don't have any bullets for that. I need bullets. I need ammo.
Not gonna last much longer.
Well, don't stand in the line of fire, girl. pretty nice that you can pick up rare and epic items from these encounters. Okay, so what were we looking for here?
You're carrying too many odds and ends.
Yes, I know that, lady. Don't worry about it. You worry about you. You worry about you, and I'll make sure that we get money. See if we can't yield that. Okay. Bandages, med packs, on reserve. There. There. Now I'm not carrying so much. You happy? Try to figure out where this info is before that limit runs out. Medical work.
We got company.
Uh-oh. It is definitely easier to aim with the mouse. Ah.
junk.
This is not junk, lady. This is good stuff that is gonna sell for a high price. Ooh. Nothing beats drinking on the job. Okay. Back. I don't see anything here. Nothing here. Search and rescue recipe. Okay, that may be important. You know, have we been through this entire place and not found anything about this guy? I got several keys, but oh, secret outpost. Okay. There's a secret outpost we're trying to crack. Once in a lifetime opportunity. You'll regret for less right. So get your ass over here. Okay. Well, have we killed everyone? swear we've looked through this entire place. This is the open area. This is the cafeteria. Ooh, meatloaf. I hadn't had meatloaf in a long time. Hey, how you doing?
Might as well take what we can.
Yeah? Well, that woke up a whole bunch of them. Where did all these enemies come from? Are they on the second floor? Hitman modified. Okay, and you are a rifle. Ooh, 50 caliber rifle. That's so you gotta be upstairs. So let's. Oh, that's where we came from. Actually, can we go that way and just dump all the stuff I'm carrying? That way she'll stop bugging me about it. Yeah, it's a really nice gun. I don't know if I necessarily want to use it on the space station. Q. I'm not sure how many rounds I have for it either. But oops, too many. Okay, well. Okay, and here, weapons. So I want you, and grab you, and then I got that shotgun. Then rescue X. Okay. And then blend in with the environment while sneaking and not moving. Oh, we gotta equip that. This is one of the few times where taking the time to kill everything around you is really paying off. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. You know, there's a lot more incentive for you to you know, to kill everyone, since there are obvious payoffs for doing so. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Where is... Oops. There we go. Okay. Let's back out.
Just give the word and we'll get underway.
Alright. Well, we'll check the top floor one more time. There were a ton of enemies that it looked like we hadn't killed yet. Is the door open? Yeah, it's in our bathroom. Okay, that's a conference room. Conference rooms typically don't have a lot of exit points. You don't want a lot of people walking through there. So down here. Control room. Ooh, staircase. Okay. Okay, and we've been here too. So, but have we been all the way down this way? Door. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh.
Knock another one for me.
This is it.
Whoa. Back up. that long-range weapon. That would have really been helpful right now.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
Oh, don't stand in the line of fire, girl. Ow. That was not smart of me. Way too easy there, buddy. Think he's in here. Upgrade these. Cool. So you need to get all the nice. Okay. It's nice to know for the future. And spacesuit workbench. Huh. Okay. UC security form uniform. Huh. Something tells me maybe our boy is long gone. There's an office here. Right? I've been up to this office. Plus equipment storage. You would think that they would. Well, I haven't been to this store yet. Okay, well, let's try that.
Easy money.
Should you? They definitely put some thought into what they're rating on these boards. No more robust notes. This is a good spot to write a bunch of something stuff. Right. But is there any stuff about our boy here? I mean, you think they would signpost this stuff, whatever it is, that we're him or something. I mean, we don't even have a map for this place, so trying to figure out where we're at where we haven't checked yet, it's almost impossible. And at this point, I'm just basically looting and hoping I don't over encumber myself again. This is exactly what I meant by, you know, missions that outlast their welcome. Hey, this is... I've been here before. left us. He came here looking for parts. And we've already been to the parts section. That was the locked door. If he was anywhere, he would have been down here, you would think. Because, you know, he's looking for parts. He's a mechanic. So you would think he would be in the parts section of the installation. All we find are...
Researching them, make it quick.
Something on here, maybe? No, this is just a crafting station. Hopefully we don't run into anybody else, because I'm running out of bullets. I'm gonna have to start running around with my hatchet and... Oh, maybe you can go in here. Are you in here, buddy? Please tell me you're in here. Out in a cargo hold somewhere. No, this is a small ship. This ship ain't even all in one piece. Where are you at? You haven't been through this door yet. Than it needs to be. I mean, this really does seem harder than it needs to be. Okay, because you can't go anywhere in here. So, go up the ramp. Hey. This would be the other place that he would be. He would be somewhere... What was that? Was that you? Okay, there's another door I haven't opened yet, so maybe he's in here. You in here? Please say you're in here. Here's a secure access door. Oh, that leads me back out to the front. So we've just made an entire circle. the place. I need a map of this installation for crying out loud. Yeah, there's just no map of it. Show me. No, you're not gonna zoom in on me. Okay, oh wait a minute, here's the door. Alright, well, this has me frustrated enough to where I think I'm just gonna go ahead and save it, call it a night, and then try researching
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
The installation tomorrow. Because I feel like I'm like retreading the same ground over and over and over again, and I'm not seeing anything new. That, and I think I'm starting to get a little motion sickness here too. So, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna save. We'll save it. We'll call it a night here. And we will look at streaming the game later, sometime this week. And I have a couple of other games that I want to try to stream this week, but tomorrow and the next couple days I'm also going to be trying to finish up some short videos that I wanted to upload to the channel for a while now. Just so I can get my channel a little bit active again, and you know, get some other content other than just me playing up on the channel. See if it attracts any interest. I don't know if it will or not, but if it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well, you know, at least I tried. So I am going to be trying to work on that this week, and of course, you know, playing Starfield, and there's also another what do you call it, Splash Fest that's coming up for Splatoon 3 that I want to get ready for, even though I'm just flying solo and I don't have my teammates with me. It makes me want to cry. But I also, you know, want to try to get as far as I can in Starfield before Liza P come out. Because that's supposed to be an interesting game. I actually do have the demo downloaded. So I may just like do a short stream and try that out, just so I can see if it's something I want to like, try streaming as well, because it's supposed to be Souls-like, supposedly, or at least kind of like have a Souls type play on it, and I haven't tried it. And the only thing I know about it is that it's loosely inspired by the adventures of Pinocchio, and that's in reference to the novel, not the Disney movie. So if that's, I mean, if it's any good and it seems like it would capture my attention, I do want to stream that as well, because that's coming out here in, I believe, like 2 weeks. So there's a lot of games that are going to be coming out here pretty soon. But luckily, you know, Starfield seems to be at least playable. I'm not sure about this quest I'm currently on, but at least it's playable. And hopefully the day one patch addresses some of the issues that I'm seeing as far as like there needs to be optimization with the graphics engine, because I mean, getting my GPU up that hot is, the game is not that graphically intense. I mean, there's, like I said, there's been plenty of other games that have had way more action going on that, you know, don't max out my video card like that. So, and I don't even have everything turned up all the way. So, it doesn't make much sense, you know? I mean, the only games that have maxed out my card in any sort of way is like when I turn on ray tracing for any of the Resident Evil games, or you know, if I go extreme high settings on Elden Ring, you know, then it'll do that. But there's absolutely no reason for it to be that intense on Starfield. I mean, they don't even have those high settings in the game yet, so I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night tonight. Thank you guys for dropping in. Umberto, I appreciate you being here, dropping in, hanging out and lurking. Calvin, I know you were here and you probably had to drop out because of work. So but I appreciate you dropping in as well. The Cool 2T, you were here at the very beginning. Thank you for dropping in. Looks like we had several lurkers come and go. Appreciate you lurkers that come in and visit. And like I always tell people, you don't have to say anything. If you just want to hang out and lurk and watch the game, you know, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm streaming it. So, you know, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. You know, if you just want to check out the game and see whether or not you think you'd like it, that's fine. You know, if you want to ask me any questions about how I feel about the game, that's fine too. But other than that, hey, feel free to hang out and lurk if you want. You know, a lot of times I talk to myself while I'm playing offline, so it's common and easy for me to do that. So, okay, guys, we'll catch you on the flip side. Please keep an eye out on the community tab and on Twitter or X for the next stream or video that will be coming out, I will post an update on both of those locations to let you guys know. Alright, thank you, and have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it may be for you. Until then, guys, this is Marko Yamashita signing off. Peace. Have a good night.